friends. Hello. Happy Saturday. It is been rainy here all day, chilly. I know some places are getting quite a bit of snow right now. Talked to my grandmother and she sent me a nice picture of her porch is covered in snow. So hopefully, if you're one of those people in the snow, that you are home safe and warm. Oh my goodness, Desi. He's being so sweet. Goodly. Congrats on first Abydos last day. Congrats. I'm sure you can hear him purr. He's so loud. So initial thoughts after last night's stream was that I like the concept of the story, but it doesn't have a lot of challenge to it. I would like more puzzles, a little bit harder things to figure out, put together. Not so much hand holding when it comes to deducing results and you know why things are the way they are. We'll see. Wheel is so excited because he can watch the Steelers game right now. So that's what he's watching. Right, Bubs? Well, let's jump into it, shall we? Yes, I know, I see you. I think some of the game mechanics are also a little bit clunky as far as like walking and
Hello there.
Oh, hello there. I know there's a learning curve. 39%. Okay. 39%. That answers that question. Oh yeah, we were headed back to London. I hadn't done that yet. The creepy crab back here. Creepy crabs.
Right, back to London. There is nothing more for us to do here.
I don't like crabs, no. No, they are sea spiders.
Jap has decided to reveal details to the press. The alphabet murder is now famous.
It is not a bad idea. The more people who know, the greater our chances of finding out something of interest.
Poirot, I have a bad feeling.
Do you now? Ugh. Chair keeps moving. Yep.
Poor Mr. Poirot, not so good at these little criminal matters as you thought yourself, are you? Rather past your prime, perhaps. Let us see if you can do any better this time. This time, it's an easy one. Churston on the 30th. Do try and do something about it. It's a bit dull having it all my own way, you know. Good hunting. Ever yours, ABC. Good hunting. Did you hear that, Poirot? The murderer seems to be taking it all as a game, a challenge. He will strike on 30th in Churston. We must warn Scotland Yard.
Okay, calm down. Thanks for the like, Logie.
No time to lose. We must prepare our suitcases for Churston.
Mon Dieu, it is already 10 o'clock. I will call Scotland Yard immediately.
Hey, yo! Thanks for subscribing, Wheel. Cat came in a different place. It's been up there for a while now.
In his haste, Hastings tore the envelope.
Piece of envelope. Hastings. Hastings the ABC killer.
It is not a good time.
Oh, I thought you wanted to do stuff with the envelope, sir. Oh, okay. There it goes.
Hello, chap. We received a new letter from ABC in the 10 o'clock post.
Where and when?
In Churston. Today.
Today? I'll inform the population immediately.
I'll check the train times. Call me back. It is not a good time.
Excuse me. Yes, it is.
It is not a good time.
Not known at White House Mansions and White House Court. Try Whitehaven Mansions. Address written on the envelope is wrong. Killer wrote White Horse Mansions. White Horse was the brand of bourbon, was it not? Or whiskey? Mansions. Christmas sweater! That's right. It's super comfy. Thank you.
Poor Mr. Poirot. Not so good.
We've already read that. Thank you. Yeah, but how? Oh, my Lanta. Purring Tomcat. What? I got a trophy for that? What?
Poor Mr. Poirot.
But what? Where am I supposed to do this?
It is not a good time. Daily Flicker, July 30, 1935. ABC affair, no progress. The alphabet murderer is still on the run. Ever since the police found the connection between the Bexhill and Andover affairs, the inquiry has barely progressed. In this issue, we are publishing provocative letters sent by the killer to Hercule Poirot. Unfortunately, they have not yet helped to find him. Daily Flicker, July the 26th, 1935. The Bexhill Horror. Young maid strangled on the beach. Killer struck at midnight.
I don't know. I should know better. If it's an actually decent French accent or not. I'm not qualified.
It is not a good time.
But it does sound better than some that we've heard before. Oh, hello.
Hastings, what you are doing is an absolute disaster. That is no way to pack suitcases.
Okay.
Heavens, we must hurry. We have to get to Churston before the murder.
You're right, Hastings. It is an emergency.
At last, Poirot, you're being reasonable. Poirot, you were right.
Oh, was I?
I've just consulted the ABC guide. There's no hurry. The next train doesn't leave till 11:45.
You see, there is no need to hurry. We will not be in Churston until tomorrow morning. After the murder.
Thanks Thanks for the
But
like,
why
Candy.
has the murderer warned us so late? It's not what he usually does. Did he do it on purpose?
Very good question, Hastings. We should also compare the letter we have just received with the other two. Although I have very
now
little
he's
doubt
gonna
about
do
what
it.
we will find.
Meow meow kitty kitty. Hold on, I've got to figure out how to. Gonna lurk away. Why isn't my Windows key working? I meant to pull that screen over and forgot. Hold please. Oh, I could get 600 ego points. Did you see that? That was helpful. Ah! Gonna do that. Meow meow kitty kitty. Ugh. Okay, that's better. Sorry, back to it. Lurk away. Okay, so now he admits that we can actually compare the letters, even though it was already on my checklist, which was super annoying. I bet I would have gotten ego points if I said order was important.
Right, let
Such a
us
weird
compare this new letter
mechanic.
with the second one.
Okay.
Let us examine this more closely.
I thought we were.
Certain characters in the two letters may have similar defects. Yes, this I. Yes, the I characters in the two letters do indeed have the same defects.
I mean, the
I have to
odds
find some other similar defects to
of it
confirm
not being
my
the
theory.
same that we found before.
Yes, the A.
Like, we've already
That's
established
right.
the
The A
uniqueness.
characters in the two letters do indeed have. I have to find some other similar defects to confirm my theory.
Who are you yelling at? Oh.
The W is not print. Of course, the W characters in the two letters
already
do
knew
indeed
this.
have the same defects. My theory was right. These two letters were written with the same typewriter.
Desmond, you're so cute.
Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
Okay. Why does the murderer warn us so late? Yeah, I think it was the wrong address.
The letter should have arrived in time. The postmark shows that it was sent 3 days ago. However, our man made a mistake in the address, which explains the delay. All the same, the post office took their time correcting the error.
Come on, Poirot. Your address is not quite as well known as that of Scotland Yard.
I mean, fair. Oh,
Poirot, the telephone.
the pressure to walk in this game is hard. It's not easy to walk in this game. Okay, good. Whew.
I have some news from Churchton. bad news, I'm afraid. Sir Carmichael Clark was murdered while out on his evening walk.
Sir Carmichael Clark. The name is familiar to me.
He was a famous throat specialist, one of the best in London. A wealthy man, he retired to
What's with the
Coamside, a
throat
beautiful
stuff?
house by the sea, collected antiques.
Are you going there?
Yes, let's meet on the train.
The other two ladies were taking medicines for their throats. And then the throat doctor dies? Hope no one has to pee.
The victim is called Sir Carmichael Clark, one of the best
Maybe.
throat specialists in London. The body was still warm when we found it. If we'd been warned earlier, we definitely could have saved him.
Really?
It appears that the murderer made a mistake when he wrote his letter.
A mistake? Lucky for him.
And what if
Or
he did
her?
it on purpose?
No. He's defined his madcap rules and he's sticking to them. It's a matter of pride for him. Shall we go up to the house, Poirot?
You go, my friends. I will come soon.
Raid. Hartley Stroom. Hi, friend. Thank you for the raid. Hello. Welcome. We're playing ABC Murders. New game. Hi, absolutely, D-Stream. Thank you so much for the raid. I hope that you had a good stream. Thank you for the follow, Coco. And chamomile. That sounds actually interesting. Like Coco Kringle? I don't know why I thought that, but... I mean, I do, but not everyone knows what Coco Kringle is. Welcome, Raiders! We are solving a series of murders that we are... It is Coco Kringles! Ah! Yeah! Nancy fans, we love it! We love our Nancy community. Well, then you're definitely in the right place. We're following a series of murders that have taken place. We keep getting letters in advance that tell us the location, but not the person. So we just found out the third is someone with a C. Fellow Nancy fan, yes, 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 yes. So this is kind of point and click similar in a
Jab has
way.
emptied the victim's pockets and has laid out their contents on this piece of wax cloth.
Okay, a wax cloth, interesting. Though the mechanics are a little bit clunky. Still trying to figure out some of that. And Desmond has been persistently stretched across the desk. Let's see, we got some missing
It is
key.
pointless.
Why? Why? Why would he say that?
An Oriental dragon. It's an old piece, much older than the pocket watch on which it was fastened.
I want to look at it. Stop changing scenes. Okay, he's got money still. And a
Nothing
passport?
appears to be missing from this wallet.
Does everyone carry their passport on them? At all times? Something odd about this ring. It looks like it moves.
A signet ring, very probably with the Clark family's coat of arms.
Oh, he's not gonna let me touch it? Okay. Oh my. In Europe? Okay, interesting.
An ABC guide. The murderer's customary signature, covered in blood this time.
It does seem a little messier
Sir Carmichael's throat was cut.
Throat again.
It's a clean incision. A professional murder.
What's with the throat stuff?
The gravel on the path has been sprayed with blood that covers a conical-shaped area, which starts at the body and becomes wider as it moves further from the bush.
Uh-huh. Throat slasher. The slinging slasher!
Apart from the wound to the throat, the body is untouched. No cuts, no bruises.
I mean, that would mean that he had his throat cut while he was on the ground. I mean, just in that pattern. So how did that... I mean, he had to have been tackled or something. Okay, where are we going, buddy? Eh? What's this bush?
The body is just in front of a bush. One of the only bushes in the surrounding area.
Doesn't seem like a very important observation, but okay. A rabbit hole.
This place is very calming.
Though that doesn't look like a rabbit hole. Interrogate the seagull. Excuse me. Do you have any comments to make on the murder that just took place?
The site is exceptional. It is easy to imagine that Sir Carmichael used to enjoy stopping here every evening.
It's a tough suspect there. It's a blooming bunny? It looked like it could shoot a bunny. No, I don't want to look at the bush again.
The body is just in front of a bush.
Pointy.
One of the only bushes in the surrounding area.
Yes, area. Yes.
I'm not going to leave now.
Okay, well, where am I supposed to go? Area, yeah. Is supposed to go down there? Seriously. Walking would be good. Not the bush. Oh.
Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
Something about vegetation. What was Sir Michael's position when he was killed? I mean, laying down? Had his back to the bush. Prone? Yeah. What?
Sir Carmichael had his back to the bush when the killer cut his throat from behind. A fatal blow that sprayed blood over a range of more than 1 meter. Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
Did Sir Carmichael see his murderer? No. Without seeing who struck him. Why don't you ask him? Did you see who did this?
Have you finished, Poirot?
Chief Inspector, many questions remain unanswered, but I am certain of one thing. The killer has prepared his crime very carefully.
Yeah.
Quite right. He must have known Sir Carmichael's movements well to plan such an attack.
The murderer struck with terrible savagery.
Yes, blood flowed. It's the first time he's attacked a man. He armed himself accordingly.
Have you spoken to the victim's family, Chief Inspector?
I've spoken to the brother, Franklin Clark. I didn't get much out of him. He's yours. I must get the body removed.
So now I can go talk to somebody? Like, where is that, though? Did he come from this way? I think he did. What are you doing back there, Desi? Ooh, what's that? He's going to town in his cat tree back here.
To be honest, this inspector seems rather obtuse. I'm counting on your friend Poirot to catch my brother's murderer.
Who's talking?
Ah, here he is now. Please, Mr. Poirot. Mr. Poirot, this is my brother's secretary, Miss Thora Gray.
Pleased to meet you, Mr. Poirot. Would you like some tea?
No thank you, mademoiselle. I find it hard to digest.
Oh. Okay. Too much info. Right. We're gonna stare at them for a second.
There is something very viril about him.
Viril. Ugh. Red. Gotta be fast.
There is something very viril about him.
I'm looking! Oh my god.
Franklin Clark is an adventurer, the sort of man that women like.
Viril. And then we're gonna stare at her.
There is something elegant about
Hey,
her.
the dragon pin. Like the dragon maybe in the Pocket Watch? Understated. Classical style blouse.
She has good taste, except perhaps in her choice of jewelry.
I think that was from what's his bucket? Carmichael.
Please excuse me, I have to take care of Lady Clark.
No, I have not. Free is on my list. Oh, really?
Hastings does not like very hot tea. He's going to blow on his cup for a good while before drinking.
I didn't know I clicked that one.
My brother's wife is gravely ill. You will probably want to question her, but I fear that it won't be possible today.
Of course, I understand. Someone set a trap for your brother. Who was familiar with his habits?
Everybody knew he took his evening walk at 8:30, and that he always followed the same path.
And did people of the village know Sir Carmichael's habits?
I don't know. It's possible.
What were you doing last night?
After dinner, I went to my bedroom. At 11 in the evening, the telephone rang. It was the police. I went to look for my brother.
That seems like a dumb question. What does that have to do with anything?
Was it your favorite novel?
The Railway Children by Edith Nesbit. I know it's a children's book, but it's enthralling.
So it was you who found the body.
Yes, along with the gardener.
Have you seen any strangers around the house recently?
No. As far as I know, nobody has been near the house.
Like boxcar children? Was that what that was?
Miss Clark.
Oh, Lady Clark must have fallen from her chair. I have to help Miss Grey get her up.
That didn't sound like somebody fell.
Hastings, while our host is gone, let's examine the drawing room.
But, Poirot, a gentleman shouldn't...
Hastings!
I take full responsibility. All you have to do is to leave the drawing room door ajar and let me know if anyone is coming.
What a chicken. Oh yeah, let's make it obvious. That's a horse. Oh, okay. It's like, what am I looking at?
Compass, point to the south. Bronze and magnetite, Han Dynasty, circa 210 BC, purchased in Hong Kong 1935.
Oh, okay.
There are some very valuable objects here.
There's that dragon over there.
Sir Carmichael's collection could rival that of a major museum. A tiger.
Okay.
A turtle.
That's a turtle. I would not have known that was a turtle. Dragon.
A dragon.
Dragon! A dragon! A phoenix?
A crane?
Okay, never mind. A crane. I knew that.
It is an emperor. His place at the center of the table is probably symbolic. Dragon, dragon, dragon. Sir Carmichael showed himself to be very consistent in his collection's theme.
That's what I look like when I'm about to sneeze. Private collection.
Great story.
Comside's
Compelling and
private
rich.
collection, purchases since 1920. The catalogue for Sir Carmichael Clark's collection.
Is anything missing? Oh, we're not even going to look. We're never gonna know. I guess there's nothing else on this side of the room. Let's go over here, buddy. Hi, Carrie.
It's locked.
It's locked. Woo, there's a locked thing? No, we know that because there's a key missing from Carmichael's stuff. How you been, Carrie?
It's locked.
Switch jobs and both of them have me work weekends.
The cardinal points. This book could maybe help me. Each cardinal point is associated with one animal and one color. In the middle sits the imperial dragon, and out of respect, all the others are turned towards him.
Oh yeah, Nay, you're working too. That's right. Everyone's working this weekend.
Each cardinal point.
Ugh. Well, I'm glad that you could stop by, Carrie. I know that it's not always easy for everyone when they work on weekends.
Turtle, the dragon, the crane, and the tiger. I think I've already seen this motif somewhere.
Gotcha. Yeah. Do you like your job though? This one that you're in now? Oh. I have to remember now. The dragon was in the middle of the table. The colors are right, but I don't know about the organization of it. Do they go like that?
Position of each motif resembles that of those on the table.
Hi, buddy. I like it. Wish I could get a good sailor connection. People are nice. Well, that's good. I'm glad people are nice. Oh, come on. I've got to get this. This is the right orientation for the colors.
Position of each motif resembles that of those on the table.
One of the cooks keeps trying to flirt. Oh, no, I don't want to do that. I thought that...
It is blocked.
Okay. What happened here? Yeah, those chefs can be a little saucy.
Okay, I love you. Bye-bye.
Huh? Bye.
The position of each motif is correct.
I get that, but
The position of each motif is correct, but they are not turned the same way as on the table.
oh, closer. Thanks for the follow, CJ. I did not think of I needed to take a picture of the way the plates looked. I remember this one looking funky, and so did the turtle. Because I was like, that was a turtle? Can't stay, but I want to tell you. Oh, thank you. 5,000 call Ned. We don't like Ned here. Just saying now. Yeah. We've had fun with that one. And I'm sure when the next game comes out that there'll be a chance for us to call Ned. We loathe Ned here as well. Oh, welcome. Thanks for stopping by. I want all the dots to line up, but it's not right, apparently. I thought about that very Redemption today. It's like, I don't know what else we can replace that with in the meantime. I'm sorry, buddy. I'm done. You can come back. Come here. Okay, so he said they're right, but... Right? He said that. That's what he said.
It is blocked.
I may have misspoken earlier. said it was easier. It's not. Oh man, it moved on me. The face in the middle doesn't move. This is supposed to be red and teal. There it is. And then, what does he say here?
The position of each motif is correct, but they are not turned the same way as on the table.
Right, so the direction these are facing is where I'm struggling. This one I feel like is right, because when I looked at it, I was like, the heck is this thing? He's like a turtle. And I don't remember what our plate looked like. I don't even know what this thing is. Whoop.
The position of each motif is...
Okay, yes, I'm aware of that, buddy. This looks like it's facing the middle, right? This one's weird. Yeah, I had the dots in the middle too, but it wouldn't do anything.
It is blocked.
No, see, that didn't do anything. And I can't turn this any other direction, so this is the only direction. Eh. You guys, did you know that there's another layer?
I think I heard a bang. Could it be this cupboard?
Did you know there was another layer?
This is interesting.
Whoopsie daisy.
Ernest Logan, MD, Brighton Cancer Institute, 201 Dusk Road, Brighton, Sussex. To Sir Carmichael Clark, MD, ComSci Churston, Devon. Brighton, 1935, January the 5th. As a man of science, I owe it to you to be completely frank. Lady Clark, your wife is suffering from a generalized terminal cancer. I confess I didn't suspect anything like that during the first exams. But with the test results I have received today, there is unfortunately no place for doubt. I estimate that Lady Clark's life expectancy is no more than 1 year. Hospitalization would not help in her case, so I advise you to keep her at home and provide her with as much morphine as required to ease her last moments. Yours sincerely, Ernest Logan. These daggers are only ceremonial weapons. I do not think that the crime weapon is here.
Yeah, it's missing. Dude. It's missing.
Here's Miss Grey.
Sorry to keep you waiting. Lady Clark's condition requires regular care. I believe you want to ask me a few questions.
Indeed, mademoiselle. This porcelain is remarkable. Is it old?
It's about 3 centuries old, I believe. Wait, let me find the reference.
Samurai mustache.
She appears to be very flustered.
She's got smudged makeup, buddy.
She's unable to hide her emotion, and her makeup has been disturbed. I think that this young woman has just been kissed.
Uh-huh.
Here? Teapot with black dragon, Gangxi period, end of the 17th century. It is a rare piece with unusual colours.
You have a good knowledge of art history.
Acquired while working with Sir Carmichael. I used to help him manage his collection and choose his new acquisitions.
Did you have a good relationship with your employer?
He treated me well, and I am sorry for his death.
Have you seen any strangers hanging around in the past few days?
No. Nobody has been near Cumside.
What were you doing yesterday evening at the time of the murder?
The brooch is
Susan.
gone.
I was woken by the telephone at 11.
Whew,
I
excuse me.
heard Franklin Clark speaking with the gardener. They left with some lanterns and they found the body.
Am I right thinking that something is going on between you and Franklin?
How dare you ask me such a question?
And you? How do you dare kiss your good friend in the house of a dead man?
Mr. Poirot, you are behaving despicably.
Right? Whatever. Shameful. Whatever.
Miss Grey, if I may be so bold, please do not take offence. My friend has rather unusual methods, but all he wants is to find the murderer.
Yes, I understand. I must rest. Please excuse me.
Earlier, you asked me to watch the living room door for you. I don't wish to be indiscreet, but sometimes a gentleman stumbles upon a secret without intending to.
What did
That
you
is
see?
sometimes the case.
And I saw Franklin Clark
No.
kissing Miss Grey at the foot of the stairs.
Do you think this is a common occurrence?
No, I saw emotion, intensity. I think it was their first kiss.
Well done, mon ami. Well spotted.
However, I don't think I completely understand this business. Why did Sir Carmichael not defend himself? He appeared to have been active and strong.
The murderer did not give him a chance. Let us try and reconstruct the scene.
Oh, we're doing this now.
Sir Clark is taking his customary walk. Our killer is hiding behind a bush. The old man walks quietly along the gravel path.
He then passes the bush and continues
Oops.
on his way to the house.
I thought he was gonna look out at the whatever.
No, Sir Clark used to gaze at the sea. Let us think again.
That's what I thought he was gonna do.
Sir Clark is taking his customary walk. Our killer is hiding behind a bush. The old man walks quietly along the gravel path. Then he turns towards the sea to gaze at it.
Thank you. And then he attacks.
The killer leaves his hiding place on the left-hand side.
I didn't understand that.
He walks over the gravel
I meant
on
the right.
path. The noise alerts Sir Clark, who turns around.
No, Sir Clark was attacked by surprise. He could not see his assailant. Let us think again, mon cher.
Gonna have to start over again. Sorry, guys.
Sir Clark is taking his customary walk. Our killer is hiding behind a bush. The old man walks quietly along the gravel path. Then he turns towards the sea to gaze at it. The killer leaves his hiding place on the right-hand side. He approaches silently over the grass. Then he throws himself on his prey and cuts the poor man's throat. He then lays down the ABC before leaving. Everything appears to match the crime scene, mon cher Hastings. That is exactly what happened.
Whoa. Who are you?
Oh, just a minute. I'm getting dressed.
Bonaparte Cust. Right?
Mr. Kirst, have you recently returned from Churston?
Yes, indeed I have.
Have you seen the papers? And to think that you might have rubbed shoulders with the killer. Imagine that. Mr. Kirst, are you all right? You don't seem well.
My apologies. My throat is burning and my head feels heavy. It's ever since the war, you know. Since my injury, my head has never been the same.
The throat thing again. Right?
Poirot, it's a pleasure to be with you again after all these years. I looked for a gift to thank you, and I found this propelling pencil.
Oh,
An
a
authentic
pencil.
collector's item. You spoil me, mon ami.
And you more so by sharing investigations.
Do not underestimate the help you are to me, Hastings. Intellect is not everything. There is also goodwill, and you are not short of that. Later, I will ask you to help me tidy up the room and bring some chairs. Our guest will be here soon.
Ah, is Thora Grey coming?
Naturally. She is a fascinating young woman, n'est-ce pas?
Oh, come on, Poirot. I'm a married man. Miss Grey has already been courted by Franklin Clark. Poirot, our guests will be here soon. We must prepare ourselves.
I should take advantage of the silence to examine them.
Obtain a modifiable object. To use it, select the object and click the icon. It is only available if a modification is possible. Oh, okay. Oh. Okay, why did we do that though? Oh, because we have a spray now. Okay, cool.
Donald is always on edge.
Hmm.
Donald Fraser is very nervous at the moment, even if he's trying hard to control himself.
Hmm.
She appears to have taken more care with her appearance than the last time.
Looks like she put makeup on. Yeah.
She's looking at Mr. Fraser out of the corner of her eye. Did she make herself beautiful for him?
Hmm.
Franklin Clark always seems at ease, regardless of where he is. Something that's unique to people who travel. Franklin Clark. Franklin Clark.
What the heck?
I ought to concentrate on my guests.
Oh, okay.
The song says, "Sometimes I love a blonde who comes from Eden by way of Sweden." But I'm not sure that this blonde is an angel. Sometimes I love a brunette, sometimes I love a blonde. That's what the song says. I wish to thank you all for coming. I wanted to bring everyone close to the victims here in order to unmask the murderer.
Get to the point, Mr. Poirot. What do you want from us?
Megan, dear girl, please be patient.
Mr. Poirot, how dare you address me by my first name?
Please excuse me, mademoiselle. What I ask is that you search your memories. The murderer must have left some trace.
Yes, he must have prepared his crimes very carefully.
Tout à fait. He did not get to Bexhill at midnight in order to strangle a young girl whose name by chance starts with P.
Must we go into that?
Small donkey? Even Poirot makes mistakes, it said.
No, of course. Not if it makes you uncomfortable.
Come on, Mr. Poirot. I imagine we all feel terribly uncomfortable about these murders.
It's true. We've to catch the killer, not be spared the gory details.
Mr. Fraser, please get a grip on yourself.
Okay.
Well, I want to help you, but I don't remember anything else. Nothing I haven't already said.
And you, Mademoiselle Barnard? Did your sister say if she was seeing another man?
She never would have told me.
Why would she hide the fact from you?
Betty knew I didn't approve of her behavior. Her flirting was spoiling any chance she might have had.
Tell me, mademoiselle, what did you talk about with your sister?
Silly things. Her new dress. She wanted a pair of black stockings to go with it.
You told us that.
Mother bought her a brand new pair.
We already knew
The
this.
day it happened, she was crying. And to think that Betty never even wore them. Poor Mummy.
Your sister used to sing, I believe. Did she ever perform in public?
She dreamt about it, but she had a very bad cough. It troubled her greatly. She had to cancel auditions and miss lots of opportunities. A pity.
Yes, she sang well, but that doesn't tell us much about the murderer.
Qui sait? In any case, we now have enough information to draw up a relatively precise psychological profile.
You're not asking anybody
Let's
else
now
questions?
try and get our brain cells to work.
Is the killer clever? Clever. Is the killer sure of himself? Nope, not that one. Yeah. Is the killer a seducer? Yes. Does the killer like trains? Probably. I like turtles. Is the killer impulsive? Mm-mm. Is the killer generous? It's true, we would have probably suspected someone else if he hadn't left his signature.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we can now surmise without too much risk of error that our adversary is calculative, sure of himself, a seducer, of outstanding intelligence, that he has plenty of self-control, and that he likes railways. It's a good start. Other meetings may be necessary. I hope that you will be able to come back again.
Well, it's just that...
Is something bothering you, Mary?
Well, Mr. Poirot, you see, I don't know if I can come to London just like that.
It's normal that people helping with this inquiry should be reimbursed. Starting with you, Miss Drower. Please allow me to pay for your train tickets.
Oh, sir, I cannot accept.
But you must. Mademoiselle, I may not be rich, but my brother left a fortune which will be mine.
Mr. Clark, that's very generous of you.
Well, someone has to foot the bill. Mr. Poirot, would it be possible for you to come back to Devon? Lady Clark has expressed a wish to see you. We'll adjust her medicine so she'll not be too drowsy.
But of course, I shall come the day after tomorrow if it is convenient. Thank you all for coming. We will meet again soon. The meeting was
Could have been a
most
phone
fruitful.
call. Why did he have to have them all there?
Really?
Hastings, I believe now we have everything we need to find a common point between the victims. Now it is time for us to use our grey matter. Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
What do the victims have in common? It's the throat thing. Yeah. Throat thing. Called it.
The first two victims suffered from bad throat, and that was precisely the specialty of the third victim, Dr. Clark.
We have a lead.
It would pay to take a closer look at the medical records of Dr. Clark's patients.
We'll do so during our next visit to Churston.
I will do it myself, mon ami. You must remain in London just in case ABC sends us another letter.
Very well, as you wish. Thank you for coming, Mr. Poirot. Lady Clark is waiting for you in her bedroom on the first floor. Please excuse me, I cannot stay for the interview. I have to take Miss Grey to the station to see our lawyer in Torquay.
Curve and swoop mustache?
Are you going on holiday, mademoiselle?
Not exactly, Mr. Poirot.
Miss Grey very kindly stayed with me to settle my brother's affairs, but naturally she prefers to find a position in London.
Ah, très bien.
I'll be absent all morning, Mr. Poirot, but the nurse is coming soon. She's to ensure that the dose of medicine doesn't make our patient drowsy.
Thank you, Mr. Clark. Have a nice trip, mademoiselle.
Hmm.
It's closed. It is now the right time.
I don't even know what that is, buddy. Would that be the first floor or the second floor? I would call this the second floor. That's confusing. Get you some ego points, buddy. Look at yourself in the mirror.
It would be rude to make Lady Clark wait.
Okay.
This poor woman is very ill.
American.
This woman is suffering. She is in no state to have a conversation. It would be rude.
You just said.
It would be rude.
What?
Mr. Poirot?
My respects, madame.
Thank you for coming. Thank you. Have you seen the nurse? She should have been here by now. Oh, I'm sorry.
The telephone in the hall is ringing. The Clark residence. Detective Hercule Poirot speaking.
How do you do, Mr. Poirot? I'm Lady Clark's nurse. I wanted to let you know that I won't be able to come for her injection today. Might Miss Grey be able to do it?
No.
She has just left, but I will take care of it.
Thank you. That's very kind of you. You'll find the skeleton key to open the medicine cabinet hidden in the lion trophy.
You can count on me. Au revoir, mademoiselle.
Oh, thank you kindly. Goodbye, Mr. Poirot.
I'm sorry. What qualifications do you have to administer this medication, sir?
Here is the skeleton key. April 1925, Aceh Province, Sumatra.
He should not be given these meds. Oh wait, is this the door that this uses?
Lady Clark is in pain. I have to give her an
Yeah, but I don't know where that is. Looks like that's where you use it. Yeah.
It's closed.
Oh, come on, buddy. Thank you.
Ah, Mr. Poirot. Oh, I feel better now. Thank you for your help.
You asked for me, chère madame.
Yes, of course, I wish to speak with you. But what was it about?
No doubt. You wish to talk to me about what happened to your husband?
Ah, yes. Oh, poor Carmichael. Has the madman who killed him been caught?
Not yet, chère madame. There was a great many people in Cheston on the day of the murder.
Indeed. People go straight to the beach. They don't come near Coomside.
So, there were no strangers around the house that day.
Who said that?
The people who live here. Your brother-in-law, Miss Grey.
Miss Grey? Oh, I don't like her. Franklin wanted her to stay, but I insisted she should go immediately.
You are entitled to do so, naturally.
I'm pleased that you approve. The others have been taken in by her. But at least you can see through that self-pity act. See what she's up to. Oh.
I've finished with this subject. This subject will probably be useful to me.
What is it? Bronze comb.
I've finished with... This subject will probably be useful to me.
A silver comb. What?
This couple appears to be having fun.
Croquet.
Lady Clark and Sir Carmichael were very happy, but they did not have any children.
There's something in that bedside table. Yeah.
This subject would probably be useful to me.
Oh, cat, you got hair all over me. All right, so what are these combs? Kind of weird looking. Wow. Okay. Oh, okay. That would be what that is.
The mechanism appears to be broken.
Does it? Oh, okay.
This part appears to be working.
Which one is it? Is it broken or is it not? Okay, so then it needs a spring, right?
I hope that Hastings will not be cross with me.
Yeah, you ruined the pencil he gave you. Why isn't this ringing? Okay, let's do it this way then. Sheesh. I'm gonna wake her up.
Oh, what are we talking about? Ah, yes, Thora Grey. Oh, Carmichael had great esteem for her, but for me she was nothing but a hypocrite.
But why? I feel like I have to agree with her.
You're probably right, madame.
You have seen through her. I'm so pleased that I've convinced you.
What?
Well, I appear to have been wrong about Thora Grey.
So you all agree how nice it is to be all of the same mind.
She can snap back awake. Okay, this is freaking me out. Which is it?
Franklin really idealized Miss Grey.
Absolutely. It's so good to see that you all agree with me.
Miss Grey did look after you very well, though.
Outwardly. But she's hiding something. I think she tried to poison me.
Oh.
Miss Grey? A poisoner? But everybody appears to like her.
It proves she knows what she's doing. She's manipulative and she's a liar.
Ooh.
A liar?
Let's see, didn't she say that on the day of the crime nobody was around Coomside?
That is correct.
Well, at 11 o'clock I saw her talking to someone.
Really? And what was this man like?
An ordinary sort of man with a very plain face. Oh, I don't remember well.
Was he a gentleman?
No, he was not a gentleman.
It would be best to leave her to sleep now. The telephone in the hall is ringing.
Go get it. Go get it.
Hello?
Poirot, is that you? Hastings here.
Uh-oh.
Thank you for calling. Have you received a new letter from the murderer?
No, thank goodness. How are things in Churston?
I questioned Lady Clark, but I will not leave until I have examined everything of interest to me here. Fortunately, Franklin is absent, and I have a skeleton key.
Have you seen Thora Grey again?
Briefly. But rest assured, I intend to summon her to London soon.
She's a fascinating girl.
But secretive. I would like to ask her a few questions.
Pointing to
Poirot,
himself
she
in the
wouldn't
mirror
hurt a
was
fly.
something weird.
Each to his own, my friend. Yours are pretty often mind old ladies that have the maladies.
Poirot, are you mocking me?
No ill intended, rest assured. À bientôt, mon ami.
Inspect the mansion. What are these different gray squares?
This plate appears to be able to move, but something is blocking it. This plate appears to be able to move, but... I must need something to continue.
I bet all of them are going to say that. Oh, okay.
This plate appears... This plate appears to be able... This plate appears to be able to move, but... This plate appears to...
What's the pattern here, though?
This plate appears to be... This plate appears to be
Hey,
able
do you think
to
it's
move,
blocked,
but
you guys?
Something is... This plate appears to be able to
Oh
move,
my
but
god.
something is blocking it.
I can't handle him keep saying it.
This plate appears to be able to move. This plate appears to be able to move. This plate appears to be able to move, but this plate appears to
What am I missing here?
This plate appears... This plate appears to be able... This plate appears...
Okay, but all right, I'm gonna back out of this one. Just, I can't. Yeah, I'm sure. Kind of creepy that you can still hear the thing
Franklin
upstairs.
appears to be very active. Franklin Clark appears to be a typical British gentleman. A good sportsman, a hunter, a traveler.
Nothing on his desk, really. What's that?
Four Chinese symbols are engraved on this padlock. Well, well. The characters engraved on this disc resemble those engraved on the padlock.
That they do.
Like this. This character appears to be the right way round.
Yes.
The position of this character looks right to me.
Nope.
Like this.
Whoop, might be.
The position of this character.
Should have taken a picture of each one, but whatevs. 1, 2, 3, and then 4. Okay, we're gonna use that one. That one. That one. That one.
At last, the cupboard is open.
I
The
knew
Railway
it.
Children, E. Nesbit.
Uh-huh. Couldn't help himself. He had to order it. All right. 3 chimneys, a house near the railway. Ooh. What if Thora Franklin and this Alexander guy are in on it together? Because they were orphans together?
For Franklin. Und Effie's Christmas, 1910.
Don't mean British. Very specific image of rural England.
Genteel and wild. English countryside revisited.
That's in Pride and Prejudice. Hong Kong, gateway to China. Da da da.
Traveling in China, a practical guide for English travelers. Helmet, flask, and rifles. Franklin is very well equipped.
Why did that have to be behind a lock? Like, what was so important with that? Okay, this is all that's left in this room. What just happened?
This plate appears to be able to move, but something is blocking it.
I know that.
I must need something to continue. This plate appears to be... This plate appears to be... This plate appears
oh my
to
God.
be... This plate appears to be able to... This plate appears to... This plate appears... This plate appears to be...
But I've already done this one.
This plate appears to... This plate appears...
I've already done this one.
This plate appears to... This plate appears to be...
Hey, you think something's blocking it, y'all?
This plate appears... This plate appears to be... This plate appears... This plate appears to...
Oh my God.
This plate appears to be... This plate appears to...
What am I missing?
This plate appears... This plate appears...
Yeah, none of these other things I can touch or do anything with. Finish your sentence! I'm tired of it saying the same thing over and over again. I've touched every single one of these things. And this thing.
I must need something to continue.
Aw. Oh no. Ooh.
Brazil. Libya.
Why is he saying these things? I don't see anything. Am I supposed to see something? What the heck?
Brazil. Brazil.
No.
Sumatra. Australia. Brazil.
Right, but like, what am I touching? Is it like a pin?
Libya. Brazil.
I think this is glitched.
This plate appears to...
Like, nothing's really happening when I do that.
Australia.
What am I missing? Okay, so let me just look this up because I think this is really scuffed. Map puzzle. Where the heck is that? Okay. Oh. I don't think I have what I need for this. I think that's what the problem is. And it's totally scuffed out now. Back up. Yes. Yeah, I'm missing things. So I'm coming back to this. There's no way.
I see some papers that were not there the first time I visited. Valuers report property. Building land located in Campside, Churston client, Sir Carmichael Clark, April 15, 1935, Court and Brunskill office.
Well, it was nice of you to cover their patient. I'm sorry that they're
Court and Brunskill.
super sick.
The name is familiar. Is that not the name of the firm Donald Fraser works for?
Oh, they're connected.
Ernest Logan.
Where do you read this one?
Lady Clark, I estimate that Lady Clark's life expectancy is no more than 1 year.
Hi, Bubs.
Hospitalization would not help in her case. So I advise you to keep her at home and provide her with as much morphine as required to ease her last moments.
Hi. Hi, big boy.
These daggers are only ceremonial weapons. I do not think that the crime weapon is here.
Yeah? Meow?
Order and method above all. Let us finish except.
Oh, what? Excuse me?
Attention, Franklin. Task list. A. Ordering Lady Clark remedies. Done. B. Tidying up real estate property files. Done. C. Calling the lawyer about inventory. Done. D. Update
Arsenic.
the tenant farmer list. Done. E. Update land rent accounting. Done. F. Ordering a restock of arsenic. Done. P.S. I have left on the living room table some of my things I don't want to keep. The locket and the dagger. I am sure you know why. Thora. A dark dragon for a bright-haired maid. C. I've already seen similar daggers.
Right, but that one's got blood on it? Come on, man. I've already looked at this. Like, making me look at it again.
Compass point.
Hi, Bubba. Oh yeah, the sneeze book. I already looked at that too. Black Dragon's Curse.
The Black Dragon's Curse. To Franklin, who will never grow up. January 25, 1928. Car Charlotte.
Telescope. Intention purifies actions, something. I can't read the rest.
Miss Thora Gray, Comside, Justin Devon. Arsenic trioxide thallium.
Why would you need that?
Best to leave her to sleep now. I am not going to leave
Okay, but you just said... Oh, is
How
it now
am
the
I
time?
going to open this trunk? Let us examine it.
Okay. Looks like we got 4 numbers. We need to look for 4 numbers. Look at this other handle.
That does not appear to be.
Oh, okay. So what is useful about this one then, buddy? The fact that it says 1927? Really? We're gonna do that? Oh, I guess I can do that with this. Or not. Okay.
Leaving the code on the trunk. What a strange character Franklin is.
They all seem to line up on this group picture. 7 dot dot 20. Oh, it's a clock. Oh, it's a clock.
So, what is this sound?
Oh? I don't know.
I should be able to open the trunk now. There we are.
Mm-hmm.
Whiskey and other good quality drinks. Mr. Clark really has refined tastes.
They don't look open.
Whiskey and other good...
What the heck? Why does he have this? Oh, hello.
Why has Franklin put an Allen key inside his trunk? I'll borrow it for a minute.
For a minute. Bet I can manipulate this. I sure can.
An Allen key. It can be used in 5 positions.
We want this one right here. Okay, but I want to move it. Can I not move it? Yes, that one. And then, yeah. And then I need the hex-shaped one.
An Allen key.
That one. Weird
Another
box.
screw. This engraving is not very easy to understand. I need to sort it out.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. Okay, let's do this one first. Everyone hold on to your lunch here. Oh god, sorry, I'm sorry. Oh god. Oh no, this is awful. I feel like I'm making it worse. Yeah. Okay, it does look a little funny.
Franklin must really love his country to have an engraving in his trunk. I think I heard the panel above release.
The panel above? Oh, yeah, of course.
A signet ring? A signet ring with a code written on it. 1587. It may be useful to me. This plate appears to be able to move, but some... The plates around the picture appear to have unlocked. I think I've already seen these symbols on Franklin's trophies.
What? What? On his trophies? It's like a raccoon. Bird. Bear, yeah, okay. Where? I'm sorry, I'm not gonna brute force that one. I need to actually go look. Got a bear.
July 1920. Alaska Peninsula.
That would help. That would help. So Alaska is a bear. Okay. And then we have South
February
Africa.
1922, South Africa.
Is an antelope. And then the... How many trophies are there? I don't know if I know. We got the cat over here. I saw that! That was
April
crazy.
1925, Aceh Province, Sumatra.
Lion.
April
1925.
1925, Aceh Province, Sumatra.
Okay, we need one more. Is there one in here? I don't remember. Don't see another critter. You flew Alaska Airlines during your trip. Oh my goodness. Well, I know that they've grounded all of the flights now for Boeing 737s, I think is what it was. And no one was in the seat at the time, which, that's crazy. And nobody was hurt. That's true. Someone lost their phone and a shirt, but no one died. So I'm assuming because it's 4 sides, there should be 4 critters. And I only see, whoopsies. No, back it up. I only see 3. Ugh. There's a book by Mary Roach that is about the curious lives of human cadavers. It's a really interesting book. She approaches it with kind of a sense of humor that helps kind of alleviate some of the heaviness of the subject itself, but it also talks about just the interesting history that cadavers have in medical science. And one of the chapters was about forensics during plane crashes and how cadavers can help people train and identify patterns better. It was a hard book, part of the book to read, to be honest. Compared to the rest, I really had a hard time with that.
Best to leave her to sleep. This plate appears... The plates around the picture appear to have unlocked. I think I've already seen these symbols on Franklin's trophies.
So this is Alaska. It's going to be a bear.
Alaska.
Yeah. And then...
Sumatra.
This is going to be a lion. And then South Africa is an antelope. Now what? Brazil.
Brazil.
They all have to be the same? The heck is this thing? I worked with a cadaver during med school. It had a military tattoo. We think it was Navy vet. Oh wow. I still think this puzzle is scuffed. She does talk about that in the book, about how there's, a lot of respect during med students using cadavers in school, and there's this misconception about, what cadavers are used for and stuff. It's an interesting book. I recommend it. Mary Roach. It's called Stiff. That people are using body parts for just experiments and stuff. There's a history of people stealing bodies. That was how the history of medicine started. Modern medicine, at least. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but he does it though. That's the problem. Again, think I'm missing something.
Franklin Clark appears to be a typical British gentleman. A good sportsman, a hunter, a traveler.
Can I not look at that? Oh. Okay. I want this to tell me the answers. I don't want it to have to keep telling me. You should look at that. No, tell me the answer. Oh. Oh.
This plate appears to be a... The plates
a
around
muscle,
the
yum,
picture
tasty.
appear to have unlocked. I think I've already seen these symbols on Franklin's trophies.
Okay. All right. What? But he doesn't, though. This is weird. Why is this not working?
Alaska.
This doesn't make sense, y'all. It doesn't. I think something's wrong.
2 hours later.
I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. But it should be identifying specifically on the map the location of the animals. Where's the rest of the people? What do you mean? People that would rip on me for taking forever? Oh, everyone's just chill. I don't know. That's fine with me if they want to lurk. No worries. No worries. Oh my god, what? It says guide, and it's definitely not guiding me. Like, it's totally leaving me hanging. Okay, so we've got observe the trophy heads, read the plaques underneath, note the animal symbol on the plaque and location of each. At the large map in the lower right corner of small panel, use the signet ring, which reveals the icons around the edge of the map. For each location, you just set the icon that is directly north and south, directly east and west of that location of the animal hunted there. Okay, but okay.
The Alaskan Kodiak bear.
Okay, now that makes sense. That makes way more sense now. But why would I have known that to begin with? I wouldn't. I wouldn't. Oh, all right. South Africa is our antelope. Antelope, antelope.
The African kudu.
And then Sumatra is the lion, is over here.
The lion of Sumatra.
Woof.
I heard the sound of a mechanism. Strange way of protecting one's safe. Triangulating one's hunting sites on the map.
Now what?
2 hours later.
Right? Over this one. Just saying. Like, this doesn't make sense. The year on the ring. Oh, look at that. It says right there. 1587. Woo!
These documents are very likely going to help me for the rest of the inquiry. A dozen gold sovereigns, some shares for the Southern Railway and some treasury bills. This is not worth much, hardly enough to justify your robbery. A dozen gold... Eton College School year, 1912-1913. Franklin Clark. School report for Franklin Clark. According to his teachers, Franklin was a good student, but lacked discipline.
Oh, okay. Rare.
Sir Carmichael Clark, Campsite Churston, Devon, to Mr. Franklin Clark, Peninsula Hotel, Salisbury Road, Tsim Sha Tsui, Kowloon, Hong Kong. Campsite, 1935, January the 12th. Dear Franklin, first, I wish you a good start to a successful new year. I have received your letter dated December 10th. Thanks for defending my interest against Wang, this robber. Things could have got pretty bad if you weren't a real cold-blooded guy. I envy you for that. Things go on here much as usual. Charlotte is moderately free from pain. I wish one could say more. You may remember Thora Grey. She is a dear girl and a greater comfort to me that I can tell you. I should not have known what to do through this bad time but for her. She has an exquisite taste and shares my passion for Chinese art. No daughter could be a closer or more sympathetic companion. Life has been difficult, but I am glad to feel that here she has a home and true affection. You wrote me you want to stay in China for 1 more year or even longer. I don't object. The longer you stay, the more opportunities you will have to increase our collection. Nonetheless, you should know that we miss you here, and that Charlotte will be gone by the time you come back. I am, dear Franklin, your truly affectionate brother. Charlotte Clark, Comside, Churston, Devon, to Mr. Franklin Clark, Peninsula Hotel, Salisbury Road, Chim Sha Tsui, Kowloon, Hong Kong, Comside, 1935,
wait.
January 1st. I wish you with all my heart a happy year 1935. Writing my greeting cards, I have affectionate thoughts for you. Always smiling as a child, sailing to distant countries and bringing back to us trunks full of wonder. At home, everything annoys me, starting with this young Thora Sir Carmichael is so fond of. I have nobody to share my feelings with, so I write to you. How can I tell you what happens to me? The simplest way the better. I am doomed. I still have 1 year to live, no more. How do I know? I opened the secret drawer of Carmichael and read a letter not addressed to me. In this letter, Dr. Logan tells my husband in the most direct way the truth he conceals from me. So, I know. But my husband doesn't know I know. Please don't tell him. And if he shares the truth with you, act as you were surprised. Carl will probably speak in his usual convoluted way, but I wanted to be the first to announce it to you. It does matter to me that you are aware of what happens in Comside. Warm regards, Charlotte.
Okay, now we can go look outside?
Order and method above all.
Oh, are we still not done looking around? What's left, buddy? Inspect mansion, that's all it says.
Traditional Chinese map. Facsimile. South is on the top of the map.
What? That's weird. I looked at that. Oh, was this locked? I think this was locked.
The door is locked.
Can I not use my key?
It's locked.
This unit contains the medical records for Sir Carmichael Clark's patients. Let us study them closely and see if there are any familiar names.
A?
No test on the records from A to D. They've been handled recently. No known names. Disappointing. No test on the record. No known name. Lots of dust. The records from E to Z have not been touched for years. No known names. Disappointing.
Inspect the surroundings. Oh. We did it.
Where is the horrible smell of carrion coming from?
I don't even know what that is. Does anyone else know what that is? Oh, probably that.
Ram pellets. Revolting. Tut-tut. The gardener does not follow the alignment. There, that's better. It is symmetrical. Ram. There, that.
Okay, cool.
It was probably the gardener who lit this fire. Look here. This object will probably be useful to me. Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
Finally. Why did Thora leave personal belongings behind at Calmset? Thora does not want to be accused of theft.
Everything that Thor Grey has left behind comes from Sir Carmichael's collection. He most probably gave them to her, but she chose to leave them here rather than run the risk of being accused of theft. It is understandable when you know just how much Lady Clark mistrusted her. Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
Is Thora a poisoner? Her name is on this bottle. But we now know that there are rats outside. What? Okay. Thora Grey never considered poisoning Lady Clark.
Thor Grey had no reason to kill someone who only had a few months left to live. The poison she ordered was for rats. The gardener must have made good use of it, considering the stinking remains on the path, not far from the property. I've finished here. I must put the skeleton key back and inform Hastings that I'm returning to London.
Okay, okay. Thought we were gonna go through the greenhouse. What's over there?
This wisteria is in full bloom. Après il n'a... Perfect. Nothing else is keeping me here.
I get it.
I am not going to leave campsite now. I still have some things to do.
You just said. Why would I stay?
Hello, Hastings?
Okay.
I have finished in
Never mind.
Churchton. I will take the first train. Tell me, do you know how to restore writing on a burned document?
Yes, you just have to soak a cloth with a hydrochloric acid solution and rub the sheet of paper. Then the characters appear.
Bien. You have been of great assistance, Hastings. Could you please order the solution as soon as possible?
Of course, but what documents do you want to read?
You will see, my friend. À ce soir.
À ce soir. That's fun to say.
Donald Fraser is here. He insisted on waiting to see you.
Okay. How many mustaches are there?
This man is tired.
Looks like he's a little thin. Mm-hmm.
Donald is short of sleep, and it looks as if he didn't even bother to undress before going to bed.
Mr. Parrow, I don't know why I'm here.
You came.
You wanted to talk, and you came to find the only man capable of hearing you.
Mr. Parrow, since Betty's death, I've doubts about myself. I don't know what to do. And I keep having a horrible dream 3 nights in a row.
Have a drink, and tell me about this dream.
It's always the same. I'm on the beach with Betty. I grab her round the throat, and I squeeze, and squeeze until she's dead. Her head falls back, and I see that it's no longer Betty. It's Megan's face.
Have you seen Megan Barnard recently?
Yes, our grief has brought us together. I never really knew her before. She's really quite a remarkable girl.
Mm.
But I would never tell her about my dream.
Why not? Is it her you are attacking in your dream?
No, it's Betty. And once Betty is dead, it's Megan's face that appears in its place.
Very interesting. Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
Hmm. Yeah.
Mr. Fraser, I think that the real meaning of this dream is that you are in love with Megan Barnard.
Please go on. Do.
This dream certainly betrays your guilt.
Oh.
But what do you feel guilty about? Having killed your fiancé? Possible. Or forgetting her very quickly for her sister? Certainly. And this forgetting is perceived as a second death.
So you don't really think I was the one who killed Betty?
I do not exclude this theory. I am simply saying that I do not need to know that fact to explain your dream and your guilt.
Thank you for being frank, Mr. Poirot. You've helped me a great deal. I'm going back to Bexhill. I'll not take any more of your time up.
It is late, Mr. Fraser, and you are tired.
I'll sleep on the train. I like trains. It's easy to sleep rocked by the sound of the wheels.
Poor boy, he seems completely lost.
Well, women seem to like him. I think Megan will take care of him. Oh, I remember. Did you order the product I needed?
Yes, we'll be receiving it tomorrow.
Bien, it is late, and I asked Miss Grey to come tomorrow morning. I have a few questions I wish to ask her. Mademoiselle, I asked you here in order to answer a very important question. Am I right in thinking you said that you did not speak to anyone on the day Sir Carmichael was murdered?
It's the absolute truth.
Yet, Lady Clark maintained that she saw you talking to a stranger on the front doorstep.
Really? She must have been mistaken. Oh, I remember now. I'd forgotten all about it, but it wasn't important. It was just a salesman. One of those traders who sell stockings from door to door.
Can you describe him to me?
Medium size, glasses, dark suit, and a felt hat. Not the sort of man you notice. Completely harmless. That's why I forgot all about him.
Nothing else?
He was very hesitant and shy. Usually door-to-door salesmen are very confident, but he wasn't.
You did not leave Churston willingly, I believe.
I don't wish to lie. Lady Clark did not appreciate my presence. And Franklin could not go against the wishes of a sick lady. He is a good man, and he worries a great deal about his sister-in-law.
I noticed that you left some personal belongings behind at Churston. It was too risky for you to keep these objects, am I correct?
Risky? What was the risk?
You know very well what Lady Clark might have said if you had kept these objects.
Indeed. These objects were gifts. But Lady Clark would have been convinced that I'd stolen them. By returning them, I put an end to such evil gossip.
Bien. I must ask you one last question. Please reply frankly with either yes or no. If Lady Clark had died, would you have agreed to marry Sir Carmichael if he'd asked you?
How dare you ask such a question? Sir Carmichael treated me just like his daughter. And all that I ever felt him was affection and gratitude, nothing else.
Thank you, mademoiselle. I will not keep you any longer.
Interesting line of question there, buddy.
I met Thora Grey on the stairs. Her cheeks were ablaze, and she appeared to be deeply hurt. Poirot, have you offended the poor girl again? Do you have good reasons for accusing her?
Probably.
I accused her of nothing, Hastings. I simply asked her an important question she did not answer. Let us see if we can answer it for her. Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
Oh my goodness. Would Thora have married Sir Carmichael if he had lived? I don't think so. Hmm. Okay, but like, that makes no sense. She liked Franklin. Obviously, that's the first thing that we saw. She stayed behind so she can spend time with Franklin, right? And then apparently that's not right. What? Don't understand. Would Thora have married Sir Michael if he had lived? Why would that not be right? I mean, those three are the ones that make the most sense to me. Thora likes Franklin. Bless you. There's only so many combinations of three that you can do, right? So
You sit on a throne of lies.
Right. Well, that's gonna annoy me. Thor wanted to be married and would certainly have succeeded in doing so.
You must know how to read between the lines, Hastings. When Sir Carmichael refers to paternal affection, he's lying to himself. Read this engraving on the brooch. A dark dragon for an angel with glossy hair. These are the words of a lover, not a father. Lady Clark was not wrong.
What if Sir Carmichael had fallen in love with his secretary? That doesn't mean that she forced him to do so.
True, there are extenuating circumstances. She is a penniless orphan. But she's calculating. Just look how she avoided it when asked if she would have married Clark.
I see. You think she seduced Sir Carmichael for her own gain, and that now she is doing the same with his brother. Poirot, your world is a very dark place.
Do not get carried away, mon ami. We have another more important matter to settle.
Really?
Yes, would you believe that Miss Grey taught me something new? Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
Dark but realistic, I agree, Free. Is there another common point between the murders? All right, so we said the throat thing earlier, right? So no objects of value in shop. Stocking salesman was who came by, right? the stockings.
It's perfectly clear, Hastings. Perfectly clear. Indeed, a stocking seller visited Andover, Bexhill, and Churston on the day of each murder. We have our suspect. This should be of interest to Job.
Oh, telephone job.
Chief Inspector, we are looking for a stocking salesman.
I see you have a suspect.
Yes. Contact all the stocking wholesalers who may employ him.
Your suspect is a salesman?
No, he does not take orders. He sells door to door.
Right. The hunt is on.
Are you leaving, Mr. Cust?
Yes, I'm going to Cheltenham.
You shouldn't travel today. You don't look very well.
I have to. I have engagements. I must respect them.
Can you get the post, Hastings?
And why don't you go and get it yourself?
Ah!
Très bien. What's going on? I've never known Hastings to be so disagreeable.
Yeah, what the heck, Hastings?
Poor Mr. Poirot. I'm quite sorry for you. If at first you don't succeed, try again. We've a long way to go still. Typery? No, that comes later. Letter T. The next little incident will take place in Doncaster on September 11th. So long. ABC. I should compare this letter with the one on my desk which I received earlier to see if it does indeed come from the same person.
We already know it does.
It is not the right time. Hastings, it would appear that you are getting slightly thin on top.
Really? I hadn't noticed.
Mon ami, it is a pleasure to be working with you again. I have missed you this past few years. Let us examine this more closely.
I wonder how we're gonna figure this out.
Certain characters in the... Yes, this eye. Yes, the... I have to find some other similar defects to confirm my theory. The W. Of course, the W character. I have to find some other similar defects to
The
confirm
same
my
ones
theory.
every time.
Yes, the A appears. That's right. The A characters in the two letters do indeed have the same defects.
We already know
My
this.
theory was right. These two letters were written with the same typewriter. Hastings, he strikes tomorrow. Chief Inspector Japp?
He's on another line. Can I take a message?
Yes, please, mademoiselle. It is from Hercule Poirot. Tell him ABC strikes tomorrow in Doncaster. He must call me back.
Very well, sir.
Bien, now I'm going to see what I can find from these burnt documents.
Hey, finally!
I received the product I need. Hastings, if you do not mind, I would like you to take a few notes.
Yes, yes.
I've finished with this subject.
Okay, well, what are we doing?
If someone has tried to get rid of Royal Mathematical and Statistical Society's Bulletin, September the 9th, 1935. The Alphabet Murder, a methodical madman. It's highly probable that the alphabet murderer will kill again. Could we possibly estimate the number of victims in his next crime? Yes, and it is easy. As soon as we know the ratio of towns, cities and villages whose names begin with a D and the ratio of English people whose names are spelled the same. On the one hand, the ratio of towns, cities and villages in England with a name starting with D, and on the other hand, the ratio of English people with a name also starting with D. After this initial calculation, it is easy to deduce the likelihood of actually being murdered if you belong to the target population. Go to the last page to find our results and details on the calculations. Daily Blag, August 31, 1935. Moustache at half-mast. Poirot's repeated failure in ABC case.
That's not fair.
Sometimes small things trouble great men. Hastings, faithful collaborator of the Belgian detective, knows something about it. 3 mornings in a row, he confided to us, the cook broke the egg yolks when preparing Poirot's breakfast. This apparently casual event has greatly disturbed my friend, to the point it breaks his concentration and slows his judgment.
Hastings said
I also
that?
noticed his mustache, of which he is so proud, being duller than usual.
Poirot, I assure you I haven't said any such thing to the journalists. They twist everything.
Ooh.
So, how are you getting on? I'm ready to take notes.
Well, if I knew where to go do this task, I would do it. But I don't know where to do this task.
It is not the right time to...
Okay, but where's the chemicals or something? What do you say?
I lock my revolver in this drawer.
Oh, okay. Am I supposed to know where these chemicals are we're gonna use? Ugh, so clunky. What?
So, how are you getting...
Now, down to work.
What the heck?
All of this needs putting in order a little.
Super dumb. Just saying. Like...
This page is finished. That's done. 3 more to go. This page is Child's Play. This page is finished.
Is Child's Play.
And that's 2 done. It's easier. This page is finished. Only 1 more. This page is Child's Play. This page is finished.
All right.
All the pages are reconstructed. A dry cloth. A bottle of solvent. A bottle of solvent.
Okay, but like...
A dry cloth. A bottle of solvent.
What the heck?
A bottle of solvent.
There's only 2 options here.
A dry cloth.
Mechanics in this is awful.
A dry cloth. A dry cloth.
I mean...
A bottle of solvent. All the pages are reconstructed. A dry cloth.
I did do that.
A dry cloth.
I've moved the bottle even. Okay, it says to use the bottle on the cloth.
The cloth is now soaked with solvent.
Is stupid. Because that's what I just did a moment ago. Multiple times.
Got it. Make a note, Hastings. Make a note. Mrs. Alice Asher, shop owner in Andover. Tracheitis, hemoptysis, prescribed laudanum.
It's true.
I got it. Look. Poirot, where on earth did you find these files?
On a fire at the bottom of the garden at Campside.
All right, but where did the person who burned them find them? Alice
Asher, shopkeeper in Andover. Tracheitis, hemoptysis, chronic cough with loss of blood. Prescribed laudanum-based cough medicine. Betty Barnard, waitress in Bexhill. Chronic bronchitis causing dysphonia. Advised to stop smoking.
Bronchitis?
Alexander Bonaparte Cust. While wounded, mustard gas and head trauma. Pulmonary emphysema. Hemoptysis. Coughing fits with blood. Suffers from absences and amnesia.
Oh.
Dick Dudley Dunbar. owner of the Black Swan Hotel in Doncaster. Asthmatic, heart disease, heart condition. Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
Where did the burned documents come from? Documents come from patient records.
The burned documents are medical records, and without a doubt, they come from Clark's archives. First of all, because all the patients have throat conditions. And secondly, their name starts with either A, B, C, or D, and it is precisely the files that match these letters that have been tampered with.
Mm-hmm.
But why burn these files? How come the names of the two victims appear on them? And who are the two other patients?
These are very good questions.
Probably should warn Dick.
Hello, Poirot?
Any news, Chief Inspector?
You wanted a stocking seller? We have one. Reported by his landlady, who thought he was behaving suspiciously. He has the most unbelievable name.
Alexander Bonaparte Cust.
Yes, Alexander Bonaparte Cust? How did you guess? Poirot, you have magical powers. It's a serious lead. I called Doncaster. A person matching Cust's description has been seen at the station. He got off the train from London, but after that, nobody knows where he went.
Look for him at the Black Swan Hotel.
What? How do you know he's there?
Trust me, Chief Inspector.
You appear to be very sure of yourself. Very well. I'll call the Black Swan straight away. The owner is going to get a shock when he learns that there's a murderer under his roof.
Do your best, Jap.
You can count on me.
Hastings, everything is at stake. With a little luck, our main suspect will soon be under lock and key.
You should probably say something about the Dick guy.
So, has Cust been arrested?
Yes, the Doncaster police are sending him by train.
That is good news. But why so gloomy, Chief Inspector?
Well, when I told the hotel owner that he was sheltering a murderer, he collapsed.
Hi.
No, fortunately, but it has taken its toll on him. It has to be said that with his name starting with the letter D, he had every reason to fear Cust. I bet he was going to be the next victim.
Chief Inspector, I believe that I share responsibility for this incident.
What do you mean?
I saw Mr. Dunbar's medical records. His heart was weak. I should have warned you.
It's very honest of you to tell me that, Poirot. I appreciate your gesture.
Please keep me informed of his progress.
You can count on me. I'll do what's needed.
I will visit him at his bedside when the killer is caught.
That's typical of you, Poirot. We should focus on the next part of the investigation in order to avoid other incidents. While we're waiting to question Cust, we could search his room in London.
Where does he live?
The Marbury Guest House?
I'll see you there.
Yes, but start without me. First of all, I have to sort out a few details for Cust's transfer.
I understand. À bientôt. Hastings, we are making good progress. Please go and search the room of our #1 suspect.
With pleasure. I did have a dentist appointment, but I'll cancel.
The dentist. So that is why you are so nervous and bad-tempered.
A visit to the dentist is never an enjoyable prospect.
But an unavoidable one. Go to your appointment, Hastings. I will manage on my own.
Ugh. I think that's probably a good place to
Marbury
stop.
Guest House, please.
Handlebar mustache. Let's see how far along we are. 81%. Pretty good, pretty good, pretty good, pretty good. Poirot is meanie. You know, making an appointment for the dentist is hard to reschedule. He'll be fine. He'll be fine. I'm feeling pretty good. Like, we'll finish it tomorrow, I think is what we'll do. There's just been so many... I hate the dentist. Mine, I recently found out, died. So I have to find a new dentist. And it's like... finding a new doctor, a new hairdresser, all those things are not... they're just hard to do. And my OB retired, my dentist died, so I have 2 doctors I have to go and find. I didn't kill him, nay. You have to go on Monday? Oh no, Heartless. Oh no. Godspeed. I don't have any other... Dennis retired a couple years ago. Yeah. Oh, I hear Wheel has fallen asleep watching football exactly as I suspected he would. He's an older man every day. I will be back tomorrow at 6 p.m. Eastern. We will continue this game and most likely finish it at this pace that we've been going. So I hope to see you there tomorrow at 6 p.m. So y'all have a good evening. Semper Ubi Sabubi.